So, what are the monthly charges in Dubai living for rent, groceries, petrol for your car, insurances, lifestyle, and many more things? I already did a video about this. This is just an update to give you some updates about the Dubai costs, what's happening. So, let's dive into the topic. My name is Chris Elliott. I'm the founder and CEO of Emirates Business Setup, and we vary properties helping you for rental or investments. So, what's the average cost of renting? Well, there's different options. You can do a yearly rental, which means you can pay one time advance, or there are also options that you can do a quarterly payment with a check or every 6 months payment, depending on the landlord and the agent. Or you can do just a monthly payment if you're going with a short-term rental, but then the cost will be mostly more higher compared to the yearly rental, because of course if you have a yearly rental, your rental contract is fixed for 1 year, which you can then extend for another year. So it depends of course on the area you're living, if you want something new, something old. So just come for approach a yearly rental, break it down, say a 1 bedroom with a nice building, can be downtown, it can be Creek Harbor or Shopper Heartland for 100,000 AED, that's about 25,000 euro. So that's how much a month? About 2,000 euro a month, which is quite expensive if you think of it. But keep in mind, when you're renting something that's like a high price, a good location, and you're getting quality. So you have a swimming pool, you have a fitness, sauna, your pool, playground for the kids. And if you're paying that amount in downtown, 5 minutes from the Burj Khalifa, from the Dubai Mall, cafes, restaurants, all outside. Just think about that. If you're in some major city, London, Los Angeles, New York, Miami, do you get that for that price? No, never, never, never. So what you get for the price is pretty nice. If you're just putting 2 bedroom, for example, just add maybe another 500 euro on top, depending of course what building, what area, and when you're renting. So the rents are also lower when you're renting in the summer months. So that means June, July, and August, they will be down because a lot of people are traveling, they're moving out because it's pretty hot here. I was here, I'm working, so I'm okay with the heat. There's many people still here. So that's also comparison. Prices will go up. Of course, the high season is like November, December, January, February, especially December, because of Christmas and we have New Year, prices really skyrocket. So if you're thinking to do something in the long-term run, a yearly contract, then better go before November, December, October to rent it. And even if you're doing the short-term rental, you can negotiate with the agent, the landlord, that you can do maybe longer rental for 3-4 months to keep the price. But usually if you're renting, say now, August or September, they mostly, depending on the area you're going to, they mostly maybe only give you a rate for a month because they know the demand is getting higher and they can get more rent. So you have to just negotiate. What's the cost, for example, if you're living there, if you're doing a rental, long-term rental, you have to pay the DIVA, the gas, the Wi-Fi, so water, electric, gas, and the internet. If you go for a short-term rental, it's all included. Also pros and cons there. What's Wi-Fi? About 80 euro a month. It's pretty expensive. Gas, depending, maybe 10, 20 euro a month. Electric and water is combined. So it depends on how many people you're moving in, how much you're using it. If you're home, you're doing home office. So me, for example, we have the apartment with my wife, we have a maid. I'm mostly in the office. My wife's at home working, doing other things. The maid's there doing cooking, washing up. It's roughly about 200 euro, 250 euro a month, which is, I think, also okay. Then if you're having a housemaid, for example, you can have a housemaid living in or live out. She usually works about 6 days a week, and the average price getting a maid starts from 600 euro a month. So 600 to 1,000 euro you can pay for a maid. Just the cooking, the washing, and everything else. The grocery shopping if you want. So it's pretty good, and you have more time for yourself, for your business, and anything else. Most people have it here, especially Western people. They have, some of them also have a a maid or a nanny or a driver, same price per person. Sometimes they have their own visa, sometimes you have to give them the visa, comes on top. Groceries, depending on where you go shopping, most people order online, or you can go to Spinneys or Carrefour, very nice shopping center, supermarkets here. So it depends what you go for. If you go like, for example, Gala or Viva, the cheaper supermarkets, but usually get also very good products. You can expect the grocery shopping if you go with the cheaper supermarkets, 2-person household, depending what you buy, maybe about 200-300 euro. It's pretty okay, actually, if you think about it. Of course, if you go to Spinneys or Carrefour and you like going into the supermarkets yourself or ordering, price, of course, will increase. But if you compare now to Europe or USA, it's pretty on the same level now. It used to be Europe when I was living in Germany, pretty cheap, actually. Still is a lot of things. Expensive things are like, for example, shower gels or creams. They're like 2 or 3 times the price of compared into Europe. That's the only thing. So if you're thinking to come here, take a big suitcase, put all your shower gel and your sun cream in it, so you have something for the next 1 or 2 years. That's maybe an option. What's the cost of food, going out, restaurants? Depending where you go, of course, you can get some decent restaurants, Asian restaurants, healthy restaurants with really good portion, 8-10 euro or 40 dirhams. Coffee, or 5 euro, 6 euro, depending where you go. If you go, say, for the more standard places or cheaper areas, you can also get some nice Indian food, coffees for the half of that price. Maybe just 3, 4, 5 euro for a big, decent portion of Indian food or Arabic food. Depending, of course, where you're going. Water, pretty cheap. What's the cinema cost like? Cinema cost is about, say, 10-15 euro. It's the standard ticket price. They have different categories there, standard, or they have the platinum or the gold, silver. You can go also in the platinum and the VIP one, where you have food delivery, you have the really like first class lounge seats. Cost about, say, 40 euro, which is pretty good. You have really some nice entertainment. You enjoy yourselves. I love it, actually. Sometimes also do that with my wife. It's pretty nice, I can tell you that. Dubai Mall offer it, and the other cinemas in Dubai as well. Yeah, so that's like the average price of that. So all depends, of course, on your budget. For example, petrol, about 40 euro a week. Well, that's what I spend about a week. So you have about, say, 200 euro a month you have on petrol. Yeah, and then you have many other expenses of lifestyle. You go to cinema, shopping malls, festival city for the lifestyle with the kids starting in October again. So it all depends on what's your expectation, where you want to go shopping, where do you want to live, what car you're driving, how much you're driving, of course, service, restaurants, beaches, and many other things. So, but to compare it to the European cities, for example, the cost pretty the same, or even sometimes for what you get, it's much cheaper. That you have to keep in mind. So just imagine all the people here from Philippines or Thailand, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India. They have an average salary, say, of about 1,000 euro. Maybe the spouse also earns something. They have a kid. They live in Dubai or outside of Dubai, in Sharjah, for example. They have a car, and they still can survive here. And also they send money back to the home country, and they go back, travel back, fly back to India, for example. So all depends on how can they survive here. So people thinking who've never been here, it's very expensive. Of course, you have different classes, the low, middle, and the high class. Depends what you're spending. So you can spend a lot of money, 100%. But you can also find ways to save a lot of money, still do things for nothing in the end. And that's different. You have the option for a nice lifestyle, which you can spend money, or you can also not spend money. Or, for example, if you're in Europe, depending where you live, you won't have that lifestyle which you have here. And you have the sunshine every day and the safetiness. Or if you're bored, you just go into the Dubai Mall until 1 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. You walk around, you see the people, you go shopping, maybe you just have a coffee or something. See the water fountain, the Burj Khalifa. And that's already something you're doing which is not costing anything in the end. So that's an attraction. That's a day out. That's an evening out. So it all depends on what's your aim, what you want to do, how much you want to spend. Of course, most people who come here and never been here, or they start living here, you do spend a lot because it's something else you have never experienced. Myself too, I spend a lot of money on doing things and here and there. But of course, that's normally you just get used to the life here. You just experience something new. Is another level in life. And of course, it all depends on where you come from, what you have done before, and what you're planning to do here. So if you need any questions, just book in a call with me. I give you all my guidance, my experience of living in Dubai now for 5 years. If it's for the property, investing or renting, or even just opening a business here or living somewhere or having some contacts, just a message, even on a WhatsApp. You can also visit our office. Yeah, if you like this video, just subscribe to our channel, share the video, and stay tuned for the next one.